Oh no, you went down Thursday. Take the rubbish down.
On the back. Oh no, she stayed where she is. Young Georgie is Carl and Becky's daughter. Georgie's been doing very well over this season. This year at the National Shire Horse Show, this young lady stood fourth. All in with the big boys that have got lots of money to throw at the game. This young lady is a young lady who's going to be up and coming. So, we did, at the Shire Horse Show, we come fourth, didn't we? How did your day go? Can you just explain what you did as a young handler throughout the day?
I show the horse in the young handler competition, which means I walk them up, walk them down, trot them up, trot them down. Then I have to stand them up, make sure all 4 feet are standing together.
Wonderful. It's not actually an easy job, as you can quite understand. Georgie only being 14 years of age, so she does very well. Now, can you see this beautiful horse that's been trotting around the ring? Do him a little bit of good just to settle him down. Can you see what I mean by the harness is very much different to the pair? How shiny the painted leather is, how much the brass is shining as well. They've been busy with the brass over this morning. A set of harness, English harness like that, will set you back about 3,500 to 4,000. A brewery dray like that, anything 3,000 to 4,000 upwards. Carl and Becky fully restored this dray 2 years ago now. They always tend to stick with the same colours. Carl and Becky have 2 young horses at home as well, which have been broken this year. So they have young Charlie and Warrior, which are up and coming pairs. So this is another pair to watch out for the future. I think come next year, Mr. and Mrs. Harvey will be in this ring with a lovely pair of trade turnout horses. She's standing on the side of the ring, putting her hand on her head going, no, 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 please give me the rescue remedy because it's such hard work. Right, David, would you like to put these horses round the ring for us? As you can see today, they're all Shire horses that we've got in the ring. This is our young pair, they're 6 and 7. The bay horse that is on the ring side as he walks round is Woody. He's 6 years old, he's standing about 17.3. And the dark bay black one that's on my side is Spartacus, Sparky for short, and he's now 7 years old. These 2 were freshly broken last year, so they've now got a year under their belt for experience. And as you can see, we've got a different set of harness on. We've got American harness on here. And as you can see, it's white metal buckles, as we call it. be a bit softer, or cloth or leather lined. The American collars are leather lined, but we tend to put a pad underneath so that the sweat also runs away from the collar line being young horses, and it also doesn't damage that collar line. Coming back from that, you can see there's a belly band going round the middle, just behind the front legs. And then to the back, that's coming running down round his backside, is the same again, it's breeching. But it's all linked together underneath with the martingale, same principle. And on this one, we've got leather trace chains that run down the side, which is what they are pulling from. We also have a pole strap. If you look at the front of the pole that comes in between the horses, has a big loop on it. And they are attached to the collars. That's what keeps them to this vehicle. With that and the traces is how they are attached. And they have split reins on top, which David is driving with. Now this wagon...
Easy to put on, even on the miniature model. Very interesting one here. You probably won't see very many miniatures like this. And I've got to say, you can't see it from the ring here, but the paint is absolutely fantastic. You should have a look at that. but it's number 65, and this is a 6-inch, so we're talking half size, scale Savage Little Samson steam tractor. Now I'm just going to indulge in Strumpshaw of engine. The engine passed through the in the same area in 1948. Purchased in 1960 was framed by F-frame Radar in 1969. Purchased by the present owner in 1997. Owned by F.A. Long, driven by Paul Sterling as the maintenance of Big Group. What I like about this instrument, there's lots of rallies I go to, and it sort of stays its whole life in the same sort of area. It's obviously been around, if it's built in Ipswich, which isn't far from here, and if it was lived in Essex most of its life, it's sort of been down this way, so it's still a local lad. Next in the arena is the Garrett, number 34, Garrett 4 CD tractor engine, 4 nominal horsepower, yeah, counted in, so you could say this is like the same power as a lawnmower engine, call what you like. But this supplies use to the Ministry of Munitions for haulage of war materials, sold as surplus in 1920. The Barrow of Spalding, who used the engine to haul material for their engineering business and for work on their 3 farms. In 1942, the engine passed to Carter Brothers, who used it for hauling their steam elevators to the local railway station, last working commercially in 1959. Purchased by the present owners in 1995 and travelled under their own team for most of the event, carrying a 1922 sized trailer. In 2007, the engine was fitted with a new black back axle and differential bearing. Thank you.
Number 31 is the Foster Wellington tractor called John Boy. It's a 3 nominal horsepower, built in 2007. Work number is 14739. Registration number is 1607 UZE. This is a brand new engine built in 1904.
Rural agriculture engine, and if you take away its cab, this is what you'd see most of the village is based on. As we said earlier, this is built in Bedford. This one here was built.
Spent most of its working life in the Isle of Ely, purchased by the present owner's father in 1986, after standing in the shed for over 21 years. The engine provided a boiler, firebox, clothes basic parts, all carried out as practical boiler work
Similar size one, that's compound, and that's the engine industry trying to be more economical. They're sort of recycling the steam, if you like. It goes into one cylinder and then goes into the larger one, which is the lower pressure cylinder. Much more efficient. These engines became much more popular towards the end of the steam engine life. Number 22 is the Ruston. This one was built in 1914, 7 nominal horsepower. Owned by Humphrey of Strumpshaw, a good friend of mine. Used to run a steam manager of pay in a week. After the war, the engine continued to on threshing for the family until 1950. Now, threshing, what that means is that would be connected up to a large water vehicle with a master across the top, and hay would go in, corn would come out, and bales would come out the back. And as the first sort of time an automated threshing system was developed.
Number 23 is the Wallace and Stevenson expansion agricultural engine called Crate, 7 nominal horsepower, built 1916. Work number 7497, registration number is 4710. Purchased by the present owner in 1965 after standing derelict for 10 years.
Coming in front of me now, number 37, an Aveling and 4. The Aveling and 4 was rollers had those. They were built in Rochford. On the back here, it's on the inside, I don't know if it's one on the outside, that has a wheel. They're called cherry fires, and that's connected to the rear wheel, and what they would do is they would wind that down, and there's usually great big props which aren't on here. There might be one I'll point out on later. It goes into the ground and it pulls up the tarmac, ready so they can relay some, so hot rolls and things like that. You can fill it up with that and start relaying.
Number 3 is the Wallace Steel's agriculture being called Wanda. 8 nominal horsepower, built in 1924. Rear engine in the arena. Driver is most and the mate is Armo. He was actually reminding me that this is the 21st rally that we've held on this ground, so this ground is quite firm after having steam engines running over it for 21 years. Right, built by Kent Clemens and Nick Cox of Northampton, rallied for several years now. The present owner purchased the wagon in 2007. This is a new border tube in 2008. Motors driven by SS Garrett. Number 35 is a Marshall convertible tractor, the Hermit. 5 nominal horsepower, built in 1901. Works number is 35978. Registration number TA2434. This is engine spending first 2 years in the farm. Then in 1914, the ship France to all countries now in the war effort. In 1919, it returned to England and was purchased by Devon County Council and converted to a roller. Rebuilt to its present form in the 1970s, the engine was purchased by the present owner in July, owned and driven by P&J Motors. Now, unusually, I'm just going to butt in on Ben for a minute. We very rarely ever get 2 engines running consecutively in the programme. So the next one is number 36. I'll let Ben take over from here.
Well, I will talk about those in a second, but I would like to just add on to number 35 there. Now, convertible doesn't necessarily mean that the cab comes off and they can get all the sun on their head. What the convertible means is they can take the front wheels off and put on a roller. So it can become a traction engine or a roller. That's what the convertible is. Number 36, another Aveling and Porter roller. Very popular for the roller community, mainly the Porters. This one's a V8 ton. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that. Number 15, just going in front of the V8 control van there, is the Fowler Agriculture Engine Susanna. Again, 7 nominal horsepower, built in 1890. This was used for farming, thrashing, carting around things, and just general farm use really. What you might use the tractor for.
Right, the next one, I don't know what the number is, but it's whatever it is, it's not what's in the programme. It's just replacing Century in actual fact. Now both this and several other engines are owned by Richard Parrott of Weesting. This is a Burrell 8 nominal horsepower single cylinder called Princess Royal, number 3106. Registration number is 439. As I said, it's owned by Richard Parrott. It's driven by Richard Scott and his mate is Keith Grimes.
That's coming in front of me now. Quite a nice little engine. Very nice size. Quite a fast little engine. Used for light hauling, zipping around. The difference with this engine, that you probably don't see with many others, is that the ashtray is actually to the side of the engine. Makes it a lot easier to get to. You don't have to crawl under the grease and chain link steering engine. You can empty the spent cash outside. This one was actually built in 1919. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to point out here is this is what 1930, the driver says. It's May Gurney's old wagon. Quite a famous name you might know around here, May Gurney's on a lot of things. But this is the wagon that a lot of the miniatures were based on. So, whereas a 6-inch model, it is exactly half the size of this one. The design of father has built together to reproduce what it was. So that's based down to the scratch. But I should say you won't probably see many of these around. I was a green one, I like it.